Hello. Today is October the 1st. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I just wanted to get on here to kind of start talking about my journey. So, I was diagnosed in December 2019, but just kind of looking back on everything, I feel like it had been brewing for years. So I can go back as far as 2014. 2014, I was pregnant with my third child, Karma, and my father was dying from cancer. And it was really hard to be pregnant and experiencing all those emotions, and at the same time seeing my dad dwindle away. And that was that. So he ended up passing away in 2015, which was actually 2 days before the birth of my daughter. He passed away February 6th. She was born on February the 8th. I had to help my mom with funeral arrangements and stuff like that. So, that's just more pressure, more stress. And 20 no, still 2015, I was pregnant. And I didn't know it because, after you have a baby, your cycle is off, and I was breastfeeding, so I didn't know I was pregnant. And I ended up miscarrying at work. I just went to the bathroom and there was a embryo right there. So left work, dealt with that. And then, let's see, that had to be 2016, 2017. I lost another baby. Had another miscarriage. 2018, I was pregnant again. This time I didn't tell many people because I wanted to make sure I got through my first trimester before I started telling people that I was pregnant, just in case I lost the baby. And at this point, my grandmother was sick. She had a stroke. She had a stroke. She was in the hospital. She ended up going to a nursing home. And I lost the baby. I was 5 months. Lost the baby. I miscarried at home in our bathtub. And I was so sad. I was so sad the days after it. I couldn't even talk without crying. And in the midst of dealing with the loss of my third baby in 3 years, my grandmother passed. She passed around the same time that I had that miscarriage. And I ain't think about the baby no more. I didn't think about the baby no more. I was thinking about my deal and thinking about my mama and thinking about making funeral arrangements and just dealing with that. Not to mention, I was dealing with work stuff and getting to a point where I couldn't stand my job. I was ready to move on and do something else, and I was applying for jobs, and I couldn't get away. I couldn't leave, and just kind of not want to just pack up and leave because of insurance and all that kind of stuff that ties you down to a job. So I had to plan my escape, so to speak. So 2019 rolls around, and I ended up having an opportunity to get into a IT boot camp. And I was going to quit my job because the IT boot camp was Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5. It was like a job, and it was going to be for 14 weeks. So I'm leaving. So it was towards the end of the year, and I was getting ready to say my goodbyes, and it was like, what was it? Maybe like October, November, and the program was gonna start in January. So I started to, tie up all my loose ends. All right, let me go on and get all my doctor's appointments under control, get everything done. Switched over to my husband's insurance for the following year, for 2020, so I didn't have to worry about that. And so that's how I found out. That's how I found out I had breast cancer, because I was doing a routine mammogram. And that's how I found out I had breast cancer. And I'm trying to think, like, why me? How could that have happened? I've been vegan for, at the time it was 2 years. I had been vegan, trying to watch what I eat. I didn't want to, I felt like I was doing everything right, everything that I could to be healthy and to not have to deal with cancer, and it happened anyway. And you know, based on my lifestyle, I felt like it had to have been stress related. Thinking back to all those things that happened leading up to my diagnosis. That's just what I felt like. And oh, not to mention me and my daughter, we had been having it out because she finished high school in 2019. So on top of the work stuff, I was going through it with my daughter because she finished high school and she was ready to leave the house. Like, she ready to leave me and be gone and be on her own. And I didn't think she was ready. So that happened about August, September, October. Yeah, that was us. But yeah, so that was my diagnosis, and I think it may have, stress may have had something to do with it. And so you gotta cover all bases. It's not enough to eat right. It's not enough to just do one thing. You gotta do everything. You gotta do everything. And I don't know if I really did a lot of self-care. And if I did, maybe it wasn't enough. But I plan on coming to y'all every day. I'm telling y'all a little bit about my journey, at least for the first few days of October. And this is just the first part. So I will, I'll be seeing y'all.